Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Jokers Wrestling is proud to present to you some Blue Jays baseball on MLB The Show 24. I am your host, the one true Joker. Today we are about 3 games away from the All-Star break, but before that, the games that gotta get played will be this series here for this 3-game set. It will be the Toronto Blue Jays at the Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks have a 59-35 record, while the Jays are 75-20. Diamondbacks will put on the mound Casey Miz with a 5-7 record of an ERA of 3.49, while the Jays will counter with Jose Barrios with a 13-2 record of an ERA of 3.31. Now, even though you can tell the Jays are the best team in baseball today, you gotta also note that 59-35 record is actually one of the top 3 in standings, in overall standings in the MLB for both leagues. As it is the first place Blue Jays from the AL East taking on the National League's West Arizona Diamondbacks. This will be played at Chase Field. Glad them people could show up today, being that this is one of the top teams. The roof is going to be closed today, but it's clear skies out there is what I'm told. There is the lineup. I think I'm gonna make a couple changes here. Maybe not. You know what? Nah. I was thinking about it. Actually, I will do one change. Luis Guerrero will face his former club for the first time. Now, as you see, there is the lineups for both the Blue Jays and the Diamondbacks. We go to the stats. There's the overall stats for the pitchers. And then a quick glance at the team rankings.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. 2 of the best teams
Taking
in the
John and Chris.
World. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
John and Chris, of course, will be calling the action between these 2 clubs.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
With yours truly, the one true Joker, adding a bit here and there.
So just about set now, and today's starter, Casey Mize. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
That's going to be a pop-up. Luis Guerrero fails to do any damage against his former club.
It features a great veteran presence, Brandon Bell.
Well, you can see the high batting average right there, and that's the best one in the American League right now. Just having a great season at the plate, and you know he wants to continue that, of course. He's been a big deal for this offense, so should be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits.
One of them being his 30th home run.
There's a swing and a try.
That's it deep. And there's 31.
He'll circle the bases, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
To be honest, I didn't think it was deep enough, but I misjudged that, as that was a 433-footer over the center field wall here at Chase Field.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Exit velocity 106.7.
Bichette digs in now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher.
Unlucky by Bo. That got the end of the bat, looks like.
The home run, not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Up to the plate is Brandon Belt.
Could we see 50 home runs?
Season, 35 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. And first offering is fouled off.
Fouls that one off. Belt has 66 runs, over 90 RBIs, and he's currently at 49 for home runs. Brandon Belt, as you know, is the leader in the home run department in the whole MLB.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout inning.
When you think about it, even though...
And the whole team down a run. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada.
Getting Brandon Belt there, that, regardless, is still a huge out for the Diamondbacks, even though Vlad Guerrero opens up the scoring with his 31st of the year.
Today, Jose Barrios. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Corbin Carr is the batter to start things off for the Diamondbacks here.
And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Good start for the Diamondbacks.
Around first, heading for 2.
He does have a speed. Can we see it? Nope.
Oh, he throws it away.
And because of that, he ends up getting a triple. His 12th of the year. And look like he will get his 60th run of the season unless the Jays shut them down. What a bad throw by Dalton Varsho to bring that in.
Here's the second baseman, Blaze Alexander. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Blaze Alexander has a batting average of .319 this season. That will tie this game.
Comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Looper, Flair, Duck Snort, Lawn Dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that will make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Jock Peterson, batting average is .219 only this season. He's been struggling late. But it doesn't look like there. That will advance the runner. And the Jays look like they're struggling early.
And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Suarez.
Double in the ball game last night. Fall off foul.
Give possibly the lead for the Diamondbacks.
But here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Alexander over at second. Peterson on at first with nobody out. And another ball in the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
So runners will respectively go back to their bases, and that will be actually the first out.
As put together by Torey Lovullo. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
No swing, just held it back there.
Lando good. Ends up hitting it.
Might be two. Flips it for one. Over to first, safe.
They do get a second out, even though men are on the corners. Former Blue Jay. Randall grips it. Hits it up the middle. Second baseman Kevin Falefa makes a great throw back to second to get the guy on second. And we have men in the corners in this tie game with 2 outs. Thomas is batting .213 this season.
Gets him to chase after that one. Tied up here in the early going.
That's it.
Bounce to the right. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket.
Ends up going foul. So Thomas will have another swing. And swings and misses and the Jays get out of this inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's
a little damage. But the Diamondbacks here
thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
have tied this game at 1 apiece.
Back here in the desert, second inning set to go. And now for the Jays, Rafael Devers.
Devers entering today's game with a 17-game hit streak. Currently batting .308.
Back to work.
Devers hits it deep, but it's going to be right to the right fielder.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho here. Currently batting .345. He gets a big hit. That's back, but the center fielder is there to get it. And that's a big second out. Here in this battle between the two best, you could say. Philly is the other team with a really good record this season.
2 outs, bases empty.
They are pretty much neck and neck with Arizona this season. Well, of course, the Jays dominant.
Whips it to Smith. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Is dominating baseball overall.
The Blue Jays score remains tied, 1-1.
The Jays do not get any runs this inning.
Bottom of the second, and now the first baseman, Pavin Smith.
Smith.
Here comes a pitch. Misses off the plate. And
Let
that is ball.
the first one go by without a swing. Good eye.
Right through there for a strike. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. It doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you get a little extra the plate, sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of the game.
Got it. 1 away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? Double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Gets him to swing late. And of course, Smith misses that.
Tommy Troy stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Tommy Troy, who's
And that's in there
looking to improve his average of 188. He's been struggling this season.
Next offering is fouled back.
His last game, he was 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
The next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
Good eye by Troy there.
I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought he clipped the corner.
Convalesca gets the ball hit to him, where he easily throws the first to get the second out of the inning.
Now it's Ronaldo Hernandez.
Hernandez also struggling this season with a batting average of 143. They said he went. That would be strike one to Hernandez. Hernandez swings late. He's down to an 0-2 count.
Something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing to
And Jose Barrios gets his third strikeout there to keep this game tied at 1 at the end of 2.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen have a great season so far. Fouls the first one off.
Well, these Blue Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results.
Danny Jansen has fouled off every hit so far. He is batting .332. He's got an impressive 37 home runs this season.
Outside. And the count 1-2.
That looks like the first ball of the game for the Blue Jays. Oh, just gets the corner.
That's a tough pitch to stay
Great
on.
pitch for the second out there by Miz.
Continue to run away from you. By the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. That's in there. And that's strike one.
Kevin Kiermaier coming into the game with an average of 271.
One down, base is empty. Out towards right
He
center
hits
field.
a deep shot. Center fielder gives chase
Thomas grabs it on the run.
and is in time to get the big second out in this tightly contested game here. Luis Gurriel, his second time up against his former club.
Check swing. Tried
They
to hold
said he
up
went.
down the field to first. And that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross.
Luis Gurriel did not like that call. Fouls it off. His first plate appearance, he ended up flying out to right field.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up.
And an easy pop-up to the first baseman for the to end the inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1.
He's back up with the top of the order.
To the last of the third. This is Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll was an easy choice for Rookie of the Year in 2023. Voters made him the unanimous choice after he put together a consistent season that took a lot of drama away from the announcement. The world of baseball knew he was going to win it.
Colin Carroll, as you know, started the game off with
Carroll deserved the award, no doubt
triple.
about that. At 22 years old, he had 54 steals and led the league with 10 triples. Made an immediate impact for Arizona and helped lead them to the World Series out of nowhere. Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Alexander hits it. Comes for left leg, picks it. And is in time to get the second out. Brandon Lowe had snapped the 17-game hitless streak against the Yankees with 2 hits.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Yes, Jose Barrios ever since given up the triple, which ended up being the tying run in this game, has held them down 8 straight.
3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Back here at Chase Field, now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vlad, of course, started the game going off with a big shot over the center field wall. Unfortunately, he hits it straight to short, and short has lots of time to get them out here in the 4th.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He popped out to the catcher his first time up.
Bo Bichette.
Up the middle. Whips it to Smith.
And he's out. Bo Bichette's been struggling the last little bit. Even though he has an impressive 35 doubles. A very dangerous hitter now up in Brandon Belt. Oh, can he recover in time? He does!
Blue Jays go down in order. Still tied, 1-1.
Second baseman knocks it down, throws it the first to end the inning. To keep this game tied, 1-1 going into the bottom of the 4th.
And we're back. Bottom 4, here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Foul ball there.
Both Miz and Barrios have been doing good ever since giving up those runs.
Splits the plate. That's strike 2.
Pretty rare location right there.
Having a great pitching battle.
Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And after shutting 8 people down, Arizona finally gets through. A beautiful single up the middle, up the gut.
Randall Grichuk now. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Found back our way, and that's out of play.
Randall Grichuk, as you know, was with the Blue Jays back in the day.
Fouled off. He was late. Suarez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. 1 away.
Under the circumstances, that's a big 5th strikeout for Jose Barrios.
Several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all.
Lando ended up swinging way early on that one.
What can get him back on track? Back to feeling more more comfortable and settled in the box.
Thomas batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Boom, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there now.
Foul off to the right.
But foul, that did have the distance though. Thomas almost opened up this game.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Rios and Thomas having a somewhat of a battle here.
Swing and a miss.
Oh,
Struck him out.
Thomas swings that
And
bad
that's
one.
strikeout number 150 this season.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Okay,
Two gone,
Smith
but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom
struck
of
out the last time.
in the air left field.
Hits it, but right to the left fielder in Varsho to end the fourth.
One left for the Diamondbacks. Fifth inning coming up. Tied at 1.
Rafael Devers will see if he can extend his hitting streak. Currently at 17.
Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. leading
And
out,
also the
Rafael
one true
Devers.
joker, adding a little bit here and there. Rafael Devers knows he could get things going with a swing of the bat.
And Devers
He hits
that
it a
one.
deep shot again!
One down.
And once again he flies out to the right field.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
You might have to watch him in this game, as he is getting good hits, but fortunately it's going right to the outfielders.
Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Easy play for Smith to get the second out in the
Isaiah
inning.
Kiner Falefa next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time.
Kind of Falefa here.
And it's fouled away.
Casey Mears
Ball tied
still
up
pitching
for
a
the
good
top
game
outfield.
ever since giving up that home run to Vlad.
Lifted in the air right
Well,
center field.
get out of
Alexander
this
under it. He's there.
inning.
He's got it. And that'll do it.
A strong
Nothing to do it for the
5
Blue
innings
Jays.
between these
Halfway
two
home,
pitchers.
All even, one apiece.
Outside, we're going to the bottom of this, so not there yet.
Bottom of the inning. And now the shortstop, Tommy Troy. Berrios back to work. That one finds the zone. 1-1.
Well, these Diamondbacks, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
In the air, out towards left center. Varsho makes the catch, and there's one away.
Troy still struggling at the plate.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ronaldo Hernandez. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. To the right side. That's it out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out
Good
of the
cover
air.
by the
Defense
pitcher to get the
behind
second
the
out.
ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. Just missed.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
On the ground to third.
Rafael Devers gets that, and that will end the 5 innings.
No hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1.
So like I said in my previous statement, 5 strong innings
All right, we go to the
out of these two
top
clubs.
half of inning number 6.
in this low-scoring game.
Danny Jansen on the ground. Troy.
4-3 hits like that won't do it, as that would be an easy out in any ball club.
Hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And next for Toronto, Kevin Kiermaier.
The ninth hitter of the Blue Jays, Kevin Kiermaier, batting ninth today in the lineup. He gets another big hit, and once again, he flies out.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Gurriel Jr. hits a deep shot. Center fielder goes back.
To the warning track, makes the catch.
And it dives at the warning track with a big out by the Diamondback.
Tied 1-1.
This is a heck of a game, as the pitchers are being the show for today's game.
Bottom of the sixth inning. Now, Blaze Alexander. The pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Next offering down low and in the dirt.
I have to agree, Chris, the way this game is definitely going.
And that one ripped into right. No trouble here, puts it away for the out.
A shot right to the right fielder, George Springer, there for the first out.
Jack Peterson stands in. 1 for 2. Swing and a foul straight back.
Wondering which pitcher will end up giving the leadoff run maybe here in this tightly contested game.
Bases empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Got it by him for the K. Chris, third time through the order. And
Seventh strikeout.
Yeah, he's been very
To Jose Barrios.
economical with the pitch count.
Got him the swing.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit down.
For the seventh strikeout of the game.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. On the
That's
ground
hit
first.
right to Vlad,
He takes it on his
who
own.
easily
And
gets
Arizona
that
is set down 1-2
to end the inning. So after 6 strong innings, this game still remains at 1 apiece. Vlad Guerrero Jr. will start things off here in the 7th.
Top of inning number 7. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Mize back to work. This to third. Has some
Knocked
trouble
down
with
by the third baseman. Close play, but not in time. Vlad is safe, and the Jays get a base runner after the long period of not getting base runners.
this one in the air.
And Bobichett once again
And Bichette
gives up an easy out.
There's one down. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Brandon Bell.
One of the most dangerous hitters in the league.
Ground in the infield should be an inning-ending double play.
That's what you're hoping for, Chris.
And he chases a high
Come on.
fastball there.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly.
Brandon Bell
He's had a lot of
pops
success
that
in the
up.
first pitch of the at-bat.
That's a huge out when it comes down to the Arizona.
And there are 2 outs.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at-bat.
And here is Devers.
And still
Devers.
looking for that hit to keep this streak going, and this might be his last shot at it, Boo.
I don't know.
Outside. Pretty frugal guy.
If this
He
game
is very
remains the way it is,
efficient
he might
with the
have
pitch count in this
another shot. But this, like you said, Chris, this could be his final shot to extend his hitting streak. He's had 2 deep shots to right field, both caught. Another deep shot in the outfield, and the center fielder catches it at the warning track to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th with former Blue Jay Randall Grichuk to start things off for the Diamondbacks.
Back here at Chase Field, set for the last half of the 7th. And now, Randall Grichuk. Pitch. There's the strike at the knees.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
And ball
1. Randall Grichuk, his career has never hit off of Barrios. And he goes 0-8 now, being the 8th strikeout of the game. Swung early there. Grichuk is not too happy with himself, people.
Alec Thomas, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
All tied up here, the bottom of the 7th.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Left-hand hitter waits. Cut on and miss. Struck him out.
There's strikeout number 9 for Barrios.
When he's using the whole field, he was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Ended up looking like he swung late. Nah, he just mistimed it by a couple of seconds.
The pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Smith hasn't got on base in this series in today's game yet. Technically in this series, yeah.
And here it comes.
That's it, deep, but it's going to go right to Varsho's glove, and we have 7 innings of a tie game at 1. We go to the 8th. Still tied 1 piece.
Logan Allen on the pitch here.
And he's had his struggles so far this year. As you can
That's
see,
it for Miz. Miz did well, so it's going to come down to the relievers of the Diamondbacks to keep the Jays still here in check.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. This with a changeup. Ball 1. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Zach Greinke up throwing for manager Troy LaVilla.
Zach Greinke, as you know, was a former starter back with the Kansas City Royals.
And that one fouled off.
Now being used as a reliever here for the Diamondbacks.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
This is the Jays' first different pitcher they've faced in this game.
And that skips in the dirt.
2-2 count now. Varsho hits a deep shot. Right fielder gives chase and chases it down for a big out here in this tightly contested match.
Now it's the second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner-Falefa here. He hits a shot that will drop.
It's off his glove, base hit.
Mishandled And because of that, Colin Felipe will
And he beats
put
it.
the
Save.
Jays with a man in scoring
That's just an
position.
unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
Could that error come back to bite Arizona?
One out, runner at second. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Every hit Kevin Kiermaier has hit has been deep, but into an outfielder's glove so far in this game.
Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
But Arizona will
Inside move to second.
attempt to get Colin Phillips on second, but he is safe.
Way to get out of this inning.
That's a deep shot. Oh, what a just a
Really
scoop.
good swing on that pitch and hit the ball.
And that's a huge out when you think about it.
The more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
If Louis Gurriel Jr. wants to get a little something against his former club, this is the time.
That's
He hits a deep shot.
drops in
It's off the glove.
Run it down.
One run scores.
Relay throw home.
2-run scores. And Louis Gurriel Jr. has given the Jays a 2-run lead.
Yeah, he's
Here
been
in
so
the
good in
eighth.
these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
Former Diamondbacker Luis Gurriel gets his 17th double and comes up huge on his first hit.
Zach Greinke.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where both
That
can
will
give
force
their
the
players a
Diamondbacks
chance
to make a
fight back into the
change.
game.
Zach Greinke comes in, the former All-Star starting pitcher.
So 2 down, and now the first
Now
baseman,
being
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered in this game.
41,000.
Fly ball down the line. Carroll hustling after it. Makes
And
a
that
nice
was the
running
inning.
catch. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after
Louis
this on the show.
Gurriel Jr. may get the last laugh against his former club with that hit. Going couple RBIs on that 17th double.
Now it's the shortstop, Tommy Troy.
Jim Mesa warming up. Eric Swanson now warming up.
And a pitch.
Troy, as you know, hasn't got on base today and is in a struggling
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets
situation,
better as he gets deeper
and
in the
his
ball
struggles
game. If you're gonna get
continue
to him,
as
get to
he
him.
ground.
They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes. Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Out.
Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it.
I don't know. In a close game like this, I'm expecting the closer hands to come in.
That one the other way, and it stays there.
That's going to be off the glove. Louis Gurriel throws a second. Close play to second, but because of the off
That's a
throw,
double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way,
Hernandez
you
gets
feel
his
really
first
good
double of
about
the
what you did at
year.
plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball
And the
travel,
tying
you
run
took
is
straight
at the
to it.
plate.
That's great work right there.
Now up next for Arizona, Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll,
And time is called from Mount
Pete
Pleasant.
Walker
Big moment
has
in this
elected
game.
to come and
Talk it over.
talk with them to see how they want to proceed. Pete Walker looking at the manager, but they're going to give Jose Barrios the benefit of the doubt here. He's at 82 pitches. He's going to have a big challenge here. It's called
Ball for a
He's
strike.
3 and 6 in his career against Orioles. He got a triple at the start of the game and later scored.
Tying run at the plate. And
Hit.
right back to the
And
mound.
Reels double checks the runner on second. He goes back and then throws the first to get a big second out.
Going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Blaze Alexander stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 3. This is
Blaze
what
Alexander
standards like myself
needs to come through here for the Diamondbacks.
situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Jose Barrios, his 85th pitch is
Good spot there.
a
Didn't
ball.
get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call
Ooh,
out there on the mound as he tries to
Jose
get a better
Barrios
sense of the umpire's strike.
kind of let the umpire know what he thought about that call.
Next pitch in for a strike. And the count even at 1.
Barrios believes he should have an 0-2 count against Blaze here.
The tying run at the plate. That misses.
Just misses. 2-1 count. Blaze, of course, will be the tying run at the plate here with a runner in scoring position
And the pitch.
and second. And Blaze lets that one go by, and the Jays get a huge out here in this close
We can see it right there. Sometimes you just
game.
gotta let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Jose Barrios comes up big, getting his 10th strikeout of the game to secure the Jays that 2-run lead.
On the mound, the closer, Paul Sewall.
Definitely a guy
Paul
that
Sewall
pounds the strike
coming
zone,
in. He
makes
is the
hitters
4th
earn their
pitcher
way
for the
on base,
Diamondbacks.
Rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
He will now face Bo Bichette. And as you expected, Brad Hand now warming up for the Blue Jays, the closer. Expect to see him here in the bottom of the ninth.
Got a pop-up foul on a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Hand's got 25 saves this year.
And the 0-1. Center field.
That's a deep shot. Bo! Oh! Remains hitless. As that was a deep shot, but the center fielder gets it at the warning track.
Brandon Bell.
Here's a man that Arizona has seemed to have figured out so far. He is 0-3. Brandon Bell
Right side.
will remain hitless today.
Himself for the out.
Speaking of which,
2 outs, base is empty.
Rafael Devers,
Rafael Devers.
this is
And
his
this is very likely the last chance he
definitely,
gets to keep his hitting streak alive.
as John said, definitely his last chance.
That to right.
And fortunately, his 17-game hit streak
Carroll makes
will
the catch,
end
and
with
that's the
that
third
out
Offense
to the
held
right
a chip there.
fielder.
High to the order.
And
3,
let
4,
the
5
Blue
will get their shot in the bottom of the
Jays
ninth. It's the Blue Jays
fail
3 and the
to get
Diamondbacks
the
1.
save and the win here in the ninth.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's Jack Peterson.
Jock Peterson, of course. Here comes the
New
pitching
pitcher on
change.
now, Brad Hand.
Brad Hand, his 32nd game of the year.
Doesn't always tell you the whole story, but
ERA
he's
is
been really good so far
182.
this year.
Brad Hand came in as a free agent at the beginning of the year. He ended up battling Ramirez and ended up winning the closing position. Brad Hand has gotten 25 saves this year out of his 32 games appearance. The left-hander, of course, is going to have a challenge here with one of the best clubs in the league, with the Diamondbacks from the National League anyways. Philly fans are hoping that the Blue Jays end up winning this game, which would put them probably as the second best team in the league.
The pitch.
Here we go.
Swing and a ground ball out
Hit right to Bo the first, in time.
And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Brad Hands has got one.
Suarez now at the plate. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. There's a strike.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Late with the swing there.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Let that one go. One ball, two strikes. One out here.
Just couldn't get him to offer it.
Swing and a miss.
He strikes out.
One out remaining.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to
And
the
the
slider.
Jays are down to their final out here. Diamondbacks, I should say, is down to their final out. And Randall Griffith, the former Blue Jay, is 2-15. He's just not been lucky against the pitchers today. And Rafael Devers will scoop it and throw it in time. And out.
7 straight victories now.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well. But to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits. Make it 2 touchdowns. Make it 14.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
There's the opening home run by Black Rail Jr. Then, of course, the beautiful triple by Carlos. And Luis Gurriel, of course, gets that big double, which ends up giving the Jays the lead. And of course, we see Rafael Devers getting the final, throwing the final out. Even though his hitting streak came to the end, he did well defensively. Jose Barrios ends up pitching 8 strong innings. He allows 5 hits. He managed 10 strikeouts, as I had said earlier. He only gave up 1 earned run. And of course, that was Carlos, who hit a triple and later scored to tie the game at 1. And then, like I said, this game was a pitching battle between Jose Barrios and Miz Bella. Probably saying his name wrong. He pitched a great game for the Diamondbacks. He kept the Jays shut down, and then Allen comes in the 8th inning. And unfortunately, his former teammate in Luis Gurriel Jr. ends up hitting a shot that ends up being his 17th double, but the story on that one was there were 2 runs on, both runners scored, which gave the Jays the 3-1 lead in the top of the 8th. Brad Hand would come into the 9th and shut down the Diamondbacks, getting his 26th save of the year. And in this highly anticipated game between top clubs in the Blue Jays and the Diamondbacks, the Blue Jays end up coming off with a win to win the first game of this 3-game series before we go to the All-Star break. No votes for Arizona. Of course, as I said, for Diamondbacks, we had Corbin Carroll, who went 1-4 with a triple. Later scored, which was a tying run at the time. Then you had Hernandez. He goes 1-3. He only managed to double. Blaze Alexander, he manages 1-4. Of course, he would get the RBI, which scored Corbin. And Edward Suarez goes 1-4 with a strikeout today. No votes for the Blue Jays. You had Danny Jansen. Fortunately, he did not do anything, but he did get walked. He finishes his day 0-2, but he would later score, being one of the leading runs in the game. He would be the third run of the game. Of course, Con Falefa, he goes 1-3. He was the second run of the game. And Luis Gurriel, surprisingly, is not the player of the game, but it's understandable since Jose Barrios, who is today's player of the game, pitched a heck of a game. He ends up going 1-4 against his former club, getting a double and getting those two crucial runs that gave the Jays the lead in the eighth, which would later end up being the winning runs hit by Luis Gurriel, where he knocked in Colin Falefa and Danny Jansen in. The most notable Blue Jay of them all will be Vlad Guerrero Jr. He goes 2-for-4 with a RBI and his 31st homer of the season. He got his 31st homer in the first inning over the center fielder wall, which of course opened up the scoring. But like I said, Carlos Carlos, he answered right back as the first batter of Arizona, getting that triple would later score to tie the game. Then it was a pitching battle between Jose Barrios and Miz. And in the end, Arizona elects to change pitchers in the eighth inning, which of course would be Logan Allen. Logan Allen will have his record now be 4-1, getting his first loss of the year, as he came in for relief, but his former teammate in Luis Gurriel Jr. would get that huge double, which scored 2 runs, which gave the Jays the lead in the eighth, which ended up turning out to be the winning runs. Surprisingly, the Jays stuck with Jose Barrios for 8 strong innings. It looked like the Jays was going to take out Barrios sometime in the eighth, but they chose not to. He shut them down, and then of course Brad Hand comes in the ninth with that 2-run lead and shuts them down to get his 26th save of the year, and the Blue Jays 76th win of the season. So in the end, the Blue Jays top one of the best clubs in the National League in Arizona, beating them 3-1. Can't wait to see what Game 2 presents on the next episode of Blue Jays Baseball on MLB The Show with John, Chris, and of course myself, the one true Joker. Thank you for watching this episode, and we'll see you next time with more Blue Jays Baseball. Until then, this is the one true Joker, officially signing out. See you next time on the show, where the Blue Jays try to win the series against the Diamondbacks here at Chase Field. Until then, this is the 1-2 Joker, definitely now officially signing out.